What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mashandrum Whiskey Room. Merry Christmas. We're pretty close to it. What's up, guys? Tonight we have a very cool episode. We're just going to be hanging out, going to bring on some very cool guests. You guys all know and love them. And then what we're going to be doing is raising some money, as you saw in the intro, for St. Jude and also Wounded Warrior Project. So we have a fellow viewer who spoke with Trev Wilson, who wanted to give away some pretty cool bottles tonight. So we're going to go through how that works. So don't start super chatting just yet. I just want to say hi to a bunch of people in the comments here that were hanging out early, including Richie Z, Trev Wilson, of course, DC, the Bourbon Buddies, Cheech Artolino, Linux Cat, Always Love Whiskey, Nick, Brett Marquette, Cameron Locker, Sugar Kitty, of course, Ray Nelson, Kevin Campbell. There you go. Trev Wilson, of course. There he is. Says Donnie. Joseph Brazzers is in the house. Marquet. Karen B. Ford is here. JJ. And a bunch of other people coming in. So before we get started, let's bring in and let's start the shenanigans. It's Christmas time. Here we go.
Oh, Jesus. Holy. Kaboom.
Hey, everybody.
How you doing, guys?
What's up?
What's up, man?
So right next to me over here to my immediate left, that is DB, as you can see, that's douchebag.
That's douchebaggery for you.
Destination Bourbon. Right below me here is the man, the world's best whiskey taster. It's ADHD Whiskey.
I thought I'd do you a favor and just, show my pretty face. Love you, Jason. Thanks for having me on, dude.
And next to him, we got Scotty Too Hottie from My Bourbon Journey. What's up, buddy?
What is up? Thanks for having me on. I'm super excited to do this tonight. This will be awesome. Raise a few bucks for a couple awesome charities. So that's cool. Thanks.
All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in the banner here. That's going to be a moving.
Before you get too far, Jason, I want to introduce my friend.
Yeah, I'm going to get to that. So tell us who you brought to watch over you and babysit you tonight.
No, I'll wait. I'll wait for you to get to that. You let me know when it's time.
Go for it.
So this is my friend Mike Schutte. He is one of the founders of the Great Lake Whiskey Club, which is a major player up in our market. They do barrel picks, huge group up in the area. And Mike and I were having cigars today, and I said, "What are you doing, man? Why don't you get your group involved in this charity and come hang out with us?" So that's exactly what's happening. So
yeah, thanks for having me on, guys.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, helping raise some money and getting the group involved. I know Mike talks about you guys a lot and how cool the group is. So, any more guys we can get on here to help out would be great.
Yeah,
so,
I shared it on our page, so hopefully people get on for you.
most of them are cool, and then there's Schutte, but he was all I could get tonight. So this is what we got.
All right, so how it's going to work tonight, we have, let me go to the bottles here, and we'll kind of do a quick rundown of the bottles that are up for grabs. But basically what's going to happen is you can see the link below. You go to paypal.me/bourbonwrench, which is Trev Wilson. Trev Wilson's going to be, not only moderating, but he's also going to be running the giveaways. So what we're going to do is from now till 10:30. From now till 10:30, any amount that you guys put in to raise for charity to go to that address. Once we hit 10:30, we're going to cut off the we're going to cut off the donations, and we'll start doing the giveaways for the bottles. So up for grabs tonight, just to let you guys know if you want to start donating. We have a let's see here. We have a 1792 12-year. A bottle of Noah's Mill from Willett. We have a Michter's Sour Mash, a Colonel Taylor single barrel, which is a pretty cool bottle, a Michter's 10-year, single barrel. We also have a Midwinter's Nights Dram, which looks like it is, I think it's the newest one. we also have a bottle of Redwood Empire Lost Monarch. And we also are going to be giving away a tasting of the BTAC George T. Stags from the last 3 years. So he's going to put together a 3-pack sample of all 3 of them for the last 3 years, and somebody will win that. Plus, on top of that, I think all of us, between the 4 of us, will have a few surprise bottles we may throw in there as well. Right, guys?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm actually decided to not throw in a surprise bottle, but I decided to throw in 2 10-packs of Alec Bradley cigars.
Oh, okay. So
Cool.
we'll also have 2 10-packs of Alec Bradley cigars up for grabs.
So I made a I pulled some strings. I just pulled some just out of nowhere, and we have a Bardstown Discovery Series 4 up for grabs also.
Cool.
How's that possible? How would you possibly make that happen?
I just it's a long story, but there was a video that I made. I wanted to be the world's top whiskey taster. We can go into detail, but in the end, we have a bottle of Bardstown Bourbon Company Discovery Series 4 up for grabs that I have headed my way. I was able to find one because they are sold out everywhere except for this one place where just Porter found one. So we have one of those up for grabs, and it is delicious.
Cool.
I can't wait to try that. What's the breakdown of the newest one? I haven't.
It's all Kentucky this time.
Okay.
So it's 55% 13-year, 37% 15-year, and 8% 10-year. It's all Kentucky.
Okay.
But this is the best one.
I would imagine it's Barton, Heaven Hill, and Turkey.
It looks like it. I mean, I'd have to actually dig a little bit deeper, but that's the norm. That's where people are sourcing from. So, but I thought Discovery 3 was good. Discovery 4 is like, whew.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It's nice to see some of those ages like that on there in terms of what they're blending. So that's really nice.
Yeah, and this one's 115 proof. Discovery 3 is 110, so this one's bumped up a little bit.
I'm giving away a Whistle Pig 10-year single barrel rye. It's actually a 13-year-old single barrel rye, so that'll be up for grabs from me.
All right, and I'll do I've got a local Eagle Rare store pick that I can throw in. I think it's 11 years 6 months actually. So
sweet,
I'll throw in one of those.
All right, so again tonight, guys, if you want a chance to win, look at the ticker on the bottom. That's kind of telling you what to do. Basically, for a chance to win, you got to go to PayPal me at the Bourbon Wrench.
If I can interrupt you real quick, it's really important that in the notes for PayPal, just put your name. That's it. Don't put any description about what you're.
Yeah.
Because we don't want any trouble-headed Trev Wilson's way for being a good guy. So just your name. That's it.
Just so you know, too, the Great Lakes Whiskey Club is also going to donate a bottle.
Oh, sweet.
Cool.
I'll throw in a Russell's Reserve Warehouse Liquors from Chicago pick.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah. Russell, now we're talking the language. Russell Reserve. There we go.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna up the ante on that. I'll also throw in a Warehouse Liquors Old Elk single barrel rye. One of the only single barrel ryes that's done out there by Gene at Warehouse Liquors. So I'll toss that out there too. And I can tell you, after I have one opener now, and it's a hitter.
Cool.
Awesome, man.
So,
all right,
Jason, how are we going to do it in terms of the bottle part? Are people just going to donate and then like throughout the night you're going to go through the bottles? And
so we're going to have everyone that wants a chance to win one of these bottles tonight, you're going to go to the paypal.me/Bourbon Wrench. You see the address scrolling down the bottom of the screen right now. Go there, and you're going to donate any amount that you want to give to either St. Jude or Wounded Warrior. That's going to put you in the running to get any one of these bottles. We're going to run this until 10:30. At 10:30, we're going to stop the donations, and then we're going to start picking names from the list that Trev Wilson provides. So Trev will give us, whatever it is, 1 through 200, 1 through 100, whatever, however many donations we get, and we'll start picking some random people here. So that's how it's going to work. Basically, whatever we come up with, the final amount, we're going to divvy up the money, and Trevor's going to donate half to Wounded Warrior and the other half to St. Jude. So that's how it's going to work.
Nice.
It's awesome.
It's fantastic.
We're going to go till 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. So in an hour and a little under an hour and a half from now. So get your bids in, get your donations in, and then we'll go to 10:40 because we lost 10 minutes. So 10:40 we'll cut it off, and then we'll start giving away bottles. All right, Trev Wilson says, "Let's keep it going, baby. This is incredible." So it looks like he's getting some donations already.
All right, good.
Trev, as we go on through the night, give us some updates. Anyone? So any of the mods can drop the link into the chat if they can. I would do it here, but I can't do it through the StreamYard where I'm in right now. So any of the mods, please feel free to drop the link in the chat so people can start donating.
Yeah, and just keep dropping it in there. So as the stuff scrolls through, everyone will be able to see it.
So Donnie says you have 1 hour and 28 minutes to go. So get your shit together.
Yeah. Hey, Jason Busey just came in with a super chat, $20. Hey, any super chats I personally get tonight, I'm gonna throw in the pot as well. So
awesome.
To go to the charities as well. So,
me
guys,
too. Maybe I'll do a live stream. Any super chats I get, I'll donate. Just kidding.
You're gonna do one right now, going against the stream.
I'm gonna do a live stream of the live stream, like we were talking the other day.
Trev Wilson said, "I could tell you we're already well over $1,000 friggin' dollars." Holy
wow.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome, guys.
Wow.
What's a friggin' dollar?
That's like $1, but it's more badass. It's a friggin' dollar.
Yeah.
Now we're over a friggin' dollar. $1,000 friggin' dollar.
$1,000 friggin' dollars.
That's not for you water drinkers out there. That's $1,000 friggin' dollars.
It's like Michael Klein's alter ego that you told me about earlier, Michael friggin' Klein.
Oh, I remember that guy.
The guy's
I don't
not so nice.
I don't know if I want to meet that guy.
No, me either.
Oh, everybody wants to meet that guy.
He threatened me. He made a threatening message with it. I could tell by the tone of his text. It was
Merry Christmas, Terry. So I figured also, while we're getting these donations in, so ADHD Whiskey, you're going to be doing kind of a blind flight of some of your favorites this year, right?
Well, I'm doing a blind flight on Friday on Christmas night of like my favorite barrel proof of the year.
Okay.
So I was disappointed in some of the bottles this year, and I kind of want to see if one of them got better or anything. So I'm going through 5 barrel proofs tonight to see if any of those make the cut. Basically, Old Forester 150th batches 1 and 2, Old Forester single barrel proof, E.H. Taylor barrel proof, and Elijah Craig A120.
Oh, those are kind of polarizing bottles. I mean, there seemed to be a lot of love-hate for the 150ths this year. Some people love them. Some people weren't so crazy about them.
So I'm basically seeing if any of these 4 are better than my least favorite Elijah Craig barrel proof of the year. If they can't beat that, then they're not in the final. They're not in the final flight. They can't make it.
What's your favorite Elijah Craig barrel proof?
C920 for sure.
C920 for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Like of all time or just this year?
I don't know. I mean, like probably of all time. But then again,
cheers, Barry.
It's recency bias too. It's like that's
probably your favorite. Right now, it's probably your favorite since the B520.
It is for sure.
It's recency biased. I don't even that's a term that doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm down with it. It's recency bias. Between
the B and the C,
that's smarter than me.
You could have went either way this year. I mean, both of them are in my those are up there for me this year. I mean, collectively, because they were both so damn good.
Well, I haven't seen the C, so I don't really know what you're talking about.
This year's C?
Yeah.
You haven't seen C920 yet?
No, I live in Michigan. We'll see it probably February.
Yeah, last year's I got one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, they really come in late, hey?
Oh yeah.
We get everything late, man.
So here I'll give you guys a couple of little. I kind of threw in these tonight to talk about a little bit. So you guys hear about obviously, and I've seen some people already grabbing some of these. The new Stag.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sign me a few times.
Sign you up a few times. You said.
Hell yes.
So this is Stag Junior Batch 15. I think a couple people I've seen already are starting to find these in places. It's one of those bottles at Ohio. We won't see it for like an entire year, and then all of a sudden it just pops up.
Yeah, we don't. It just popped up. Actually, maybe it didn't pop up around here. I thought it did. A local guy got one, but he might have been out of town when he got it. Maybe Virginia. I think he might have got it.
Yeah. So this one is 131.1 proof for batch 15.
Jesus.
Yep. And then a couple of other labels that I saw. Look at these ones here, especially the Remus Repeal all the way on the left.
Is that going to be a 5?
That's the 5er.
Oh, baby.
Yep. Now the 5er is so there is a 2005 bourbon in there, a 2006, another 2006, a 2008, and another 2008. Wow. So it's got 5 really well-aged bourbons blended in there together.
Wow.
All a mix of at least 21% high of the high rye mash bill thrown in there.
That sounds delicious.
It does. And
What's
then
the
have
bottom one is 36%. Is that what that says?
Yeah. Yep. 36% rye. So it's 54%, 36% rye from 2008, 13%, 21% rye from 2008, 19%, 21% rye from 06. 5% of 06, 36% rye, and a 9% of a 21% rye from 2005. So
wow,
yeah. Then on the bottom right is the newest Woodford Reserve batch proof, coming in at 119.8.
Is that the Woodford Reserve white label?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that's just a clear. That's how they denote the clear labels. So
what do you think is the reasoning behind putting like a 2005, 2008? What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at Scott. He goes, "Is that the Woodford white label?"
I talked over him. My bad.
That was just a whiskey joke right there. Is what that was.
I'm sorry, Matt. You were going to be serious.
Yeah, Matt. I apologize for Kleiner being so fucking rude to you. Sorry about that.
I have a feeling that we're going to just by the time this giveaway happens, everyone's going to be like, unsubscribe from Klein.
I'm telling you what, if that doesn't happen, I'm not doing my job right.
He's got a look in his eye. He's furious. He woke up from his 2-hour-long nap and just
cheers, speech.
I love him though. So I was asking, what do you think the reasoning is behind putting like on the Remus labels? Yeah. And then even last year's George Dickel label, the bottle and bond, they put a year on it. So they say like 2008, 2006, 2009, instead of saying 11-year, 15-year, 14-year, 12-year. Mm. So it's like just because it's from that year doesn't mean that it's 15 years. Right?
Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean that might be
earlier than that.
That might be like a creative way just to label things so they don't,
or a way to make things look older.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Just to kind of like trick the eye a little bit.
Right.
Well, that and for all the math scholars have to figure out, say it's 2021, 2008, 14, carry the 2. Okay, that's 14 year. Okay, well, I see.
To me, 2005 does not seem like that long ago.
No, it doesn't.
It looks like
15 years seems old as shit.
Is Kleiner playing Contra right now?
What?
Yes.
Wait. Oh, this is a great way to measure his ability. This is like what do you call it? Like a traffic stop, like a DUI test. It's like Contra on Super Nintendo. See how well he does.
Adriana, to answer your question, you suck. Yeah, Adriana, we want you guys going directly to the PayPal address, so Google doesn't take any percentage of anything. But anything that Google takes from any super chats that I make tonight, I'm going to put into the pot anyway, and I'm going to make up the difference, whatever I get. So, but definitely keep all the, if you're going to donate, do it to Trev Wilson's channel, or I'm sorry, Trev Wilson's PayPal to get the, to get those donations in.
Yeah, and thanks everybody for doing that. It's important that we do these kinds of things for those charities. I mean, we know them, we love them, but when you know somebody who's been part of one of them, or whatever it may be, or affected in one way or another, it really kind of hits home. So it's very important to be doing these kinds of things. So and at the end of the day, we all have a platform to be able to do these kinds of things. So you feel fortunate enough to be able to do that. And I guess thanks to Trev for getting the whole thing going, and that's important. So cheers to you, Trev, for doing that.
Yes. Yeah, by the way, if you're not subscribed to Trev Wilson's channel, he's I think Trev's 100 subscribers away from 1,000. So we should make that happen for sure.
Oh yeah. While you guys are donating to the Bourbon Wrench on PayPal, go to his channel, the Bourbon Wrench on YouTube, and give him a sub.
Yeah, someone can probably drop a link in too. So
yep. Congratulations on winning Top Taster. I saw.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Where'd that go? There it is. Congratulations on winning Top Taster ADHD.
Thanks a bunch. It was a super cool thing.
Yeah, why don't you talk a little bit about that? I mean, that's a pretty awesome thing that you went down there and did. So
yeah, I never in a million years thought I was gonna win the damn thing. I literally I saw the contest and they said put a video out there, and I shot a 40-minute long video of me flipping bottles in the air and saying that the bourbon smelled like Liberty and weighing the cork and stuff. And then I had to edit it down to 1 minute, and it was 2 because I couldn't make it any shorter than that. I never thought I'd ever do more than just put a video up, but no, I just kept going and going and going, and then I've got to friggin' look at this thing. Look at this. It's a 75-pound trophy. It's a crystal decanter.
That's awesome.
Jeez, it's just
is that filled with the tears of all the other tasters you defeated?
Yeah, and mud.
It looks like White Label to me here, but
is that the tears White Label?
It was a great experience, a great time. I think that all of you guys should enter it next year, for sure. Everybody, we should just make them go through thousands of videos, of entry videos.
Why are they going to look for more whiskey tasters? They already found the best one.
Well, you know what? I mean, okay, honestly, they probably would have stopped at the first had I not won. But look at this. This is the face of the top whiskey taster on the planet. They were going to want a new one in a year, for sure. I don't blame them.
So what we should do is we should flood the market and all of us get in against Matt for next year, and then we just all quit.
Yeah. Just
I mean, after you did when you did the mid regionals or whatever round that was, and the host literally thought the chat was getting spammed. Matt is winning this hands down so easily, and you did.
Not easily. Let me tell you that. It was.
So what was the part that what was the part with the food pairing? Because I heard you talk about that a little bit.
Oh, there was just one of the challenges was whiskey and food pairing with Peggy No Stevens, and so she literally wrote the book on whiskey and food pairing. So they let us know ahead of time that was a challenge. That was a challenge with her,
Okay.
So I studied like a maniac, like reading her books and listening to her interviews and just basically going over scenario in my head, like trying to think of how they were possibly going to do it, right? And then they did it in a way that, never crossed my mind, just like every other competition. But no, it was basically just spending time studying stuff and listening to interviews and like putting in the effort. I think that's, if I wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't have won, not even close. But Peggy No Stevens is probably the sweetest person on the planet. Next, well, my wife's up there.
And he shakes his head.
Klein too. Klein's pretty sweet.
Reynolds, do I need to send more donations? I forgot to add my name to the PayPal note. I guess Trev, if you're listening, Ray Nelson did put his name in the hat, so just make sure you have his name in there.
Hey, real quick though, everybody out there, the PayPal donations or the super chats are awesome. Just remember that YouTube does take a percentage of the super chats. That's why we have PayPal donations out there. So try to follow the PayPal me Bourbon Rent. That's where we'll make sure that the projects get all their money. And Timothy Miller, I would have invited you, but I'm pretty sure you would have got called into work. So.
Poor Tim.
So we talked about a little. So I mean, ADHD. You mentioned some bourbons you were kind of disappointed in this year. Any bourbons that you guys were disappointed in this year? Anybody else? Scott, any ones that you had like high hopes for and just kind of felt?
I don't know. Like
I felt there was a lot of those this year, just like what Matt said.
Yeah, I mean, really, the one that kind of sticks out for me the most. I know, like Big Sexy and I, we were talking about this a little bit, but the for me, the Knob Creek 15, it was just the one that I had. It was just so, and some other people had different experiences. Some people loved it. Some people, whatever. But for me, it was so oak dominant that it really became just like almost undrinkable. Now that was the one I had. So Matt said he liked it.
Real quick, Scott.
What's that?
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, it's okay.
I loved the Knob Creek 15 year so much. It was really, I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was a great blend, a little bit off profile, perfectly oaked, just a sweet. I don't know about your palate, but one of us here has a crown and
yeah.
I mean, I didn't beat 400 people or anything. But go ahead and tell me how bad that is again.
Yeah, it was just, hey, for me, it was. I mean, it's like, to challenge the princess. I mean, it's like it was just not my thing. Now, with that being said, the 12, I loved the Knob Creek 12 year. I love what that did. I thought like what Matt described, it was well balanced. It just had a lot to offer. But again, for me, and other people have said the same thing for the 15 that they had, that it wasn't nearly as oak heavy. And so I don't know if there were some consistency issues or whatever it may be, but this is just coming from like a 4,000th place winner, not like a world whiskey taster or anything.
Wait, I've been on many shows that you haven't seen you win anything.
Well, yeah, you weren't there. Those were the other 4,125 that you forgot. So you just missed those other ones.
My bad.
Yeah. Next time.
Yeah, Adriana. Yeah, my bottle of the 15 was terrible too. But I did get to try a different 15 from a buddy of mine, and it was actually a lot better. So I'm not sure, like Scott mentioned, if it was a consistency thing. I know D.H. Sullivan in the chat. He's been harping on how good the 15 was, and I'm like, what the fuck are you drinking? There's no way.
Yeah.
So so maybe there is some inconsistency issues with those batches. But
another thing too. So I used to own a 2003 Pontiac Grand Prix limited edition.
Oh.
And it came with a different spoiler, some different rims, some, terrible like interior upgrades. Like the seat was like embroidered poorly with like limited edition lettering. But because everybody's making limited edition stuff, it doesn't mean that it's all going to be good. You know what I mean? It's like it's the market's being flooded with stuff that's limited edition, like that old Pontiac, and it doesn't mean it's that much better. It had the same engine, it had the same transmission. It was probably slower because it had heavier wheels. I'm just saying it wasn't that much better, even just because it was limited edition. Did it cost more? Oh yeah, probably. I would imagine.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't care what anyone says. The Knob Creek 15-year 100 was not any better than any 15-year cast strength store pick I've ever had. So, I mean, maybe one or two that were kind of stinkers, but most of them, that Knob Creek 15-100 proofer did not in any way, shape, or form beat that, or beat some of those.
It's no white label.
It's no white label. It's no Woodford Reserve batch proof white label.
No, it's not that bullshit.
How did he say it? How did he say it, Mike?
Which white label? It was a white label.
Well, what is that? White label?
Yeah. Hey there. Is that white label there, Ray?
Yeah. What do you say there? Is that the white label?
Yeah. Hey, Spuds. What do you got there, Spuds?
Who the fuck is Spuds?
I just made him up on the spot. He's a pretty good dude, though.
How you doing there, Spuds? Spuds McKenzie.
Hey, Jason, question.
He pretty much already forgot what he said earlier. So that's what we're going to deal with Grandpa Corner all night.
Jesus.
That's all you can come up with? Jesus.
Scott's gonna send you a glitter bomb if you don't careful.
Oh, that would be so awesome. Those are the best. I'm gonna put it, right at the fucking front porch, open her up and fucking wind her up, and then you're just gonna look like a total princess when the fucking glitter hits you.
If you want to get Mike back, just send him a box that says this box is filled with Blantons. Get Mike, get them horsies, and then when he opens it up, it's fucking glitter everywhere. Then he looks.
I'm in. Boom.
Now I know how it's coming in a glitter box.
Glitter box.
Do people still have to be on the live view if they win one of the raffles, or will they be notified afterwards? Well, since I don't think anyone's entering any, I'm not sure if are people entering their email through PayPal or however they're connecting with you. But if not, you might have.
Some people are just leaving not entering all their information, so he's using their screen name. So make sure that you're giving him all of your information when you do that.
Yeah. What were you gonna ask me, Matt?
Oh, so I was watching this morning Fred Minnick's like best whiskey of the year, like the best American whiskey of the year stuff. Yep. And I was thinking that you guys are doing something, I think, is it next week or the week after? It's early January, right?
Yeah, the week after, yeah.
What kind of cool stuff do you have planned for that?
So I think what we're going to be talking about is we're going to be I think talking about a little bit of like the recap of our favorite bourbons of the year. Also, we're going to be talking about like some, I think, fringe bourbons, like bourbons that are on the shelf and available, and brands that are there but not usually talked about, or for whatever reason. We're going to be going through some of the history of those and why we think they're not, they're kind of fringe bourbons, like brands like Wathins and brands like
those are great. Those are great candies. I love a good Wathins.
No, that's Werther's.
I'm just kidding.
That's got dementia setting in.
It is.
I sense another glitter bomb coming.
Well, if I get anything on my front porch that says anything about Michael Klein, I'm just gonna fucking kick it out in the front yard.
That's fair.
Yeah. So we haven't talked through all the logistics yet. Obviously, Fred was kind of really he was knee deep in doing all his best bourbons of the year. How many whiskeys did he taste last night? That was insane.
Over 40, and he didn't spit at all.
Yeah, and he didn't spit. So
I tell you what, doing that I had never, like, watching him spit and stuff, I was always like, that doesn't work, right? Like, there's no way. But then during the competition, we were doing the blending challenge.
Yeah.
And if I would have swallowed everything I tasted, I would have been shit-faced. Like, like, we had to climb. Okay, they wanted me to lose that competition. They had us climb 6 flights of stairs before we started. Who did that like impact the most? Let me tell you. But anyway, if I would have swallowed all that before going back down those, I probably would have fell down 6 flights of stairs.
How much did you taste? How many? Do you have any idea how many ounces total like you tasted
Throughout the day?
Yeah.
Oh, not much. I mean, it was a very long day, and we had like lots of breaks, and
gotcha.
I was totally fine. But if I wouldn't have spit out all the stuff that I was blending, it would have been terrible. But it's funny because I'm like looking around and everyone's like measuring stuff and shaking, and I'm shaking and measuring stuff, and my ADHD is terrible. But I spit the first thing into the spittoon bucket. I think that's what that was there for. Pretty sure. If not, I'm so sorry. But I spit it out, and then I was like, that minute guy's not full of shit. You can taste it, like the finish and everything. I basically gave Fred Minnick a mental apology midday World Stop Whiskey Taster Contest, mid-competition. I felt bad because I always thought that was shitty. Like, spitting it out doesn't work. It works. So you can spit it out and still get like the whole experience.
So wait, so you sip the whiskey, and then what? You swirl it around, and then you just spit it out, and you're good?
Yeah, you do geez Louise, what the hell does Shook call it?
The drowning pheasant?
The drowning pheasant, which I can't stop doing now that he's done it. You hit the back of the paddle with the whiskey without choking, then you bring it back up. Yeah, then I moved around my mouth and I just spit it out. And I thought that you wouldn't get a finish on it or anything, but no, it worked. Works good. I won't ever do it again, but it worked good that day.
Man, I'm gonna have to, on my own time, I'm not gonna do it on a live stream, just start spitting shit out. No, I don't think so.
Oh, and there's an art to it too. There must be an art because I don't know how to spit out whiskey without sounding like
yeah.
Bad.
Well, the worst one was when one of the streams Minnick had, I think it was last year when he was doing the dude literally lift up like a fucking milk bucket. It was like, and you heard the whiskey like hitting the tin of the bucket. It was like the worst sound ever.
You know what I call that? That's Sean's sample bucket for the bourbon junkies. Yeah, that's what you send Sean those. Just kidding,
right,
Sean.
so
I love you.
Current update. Holy shit, guys! Look at the amount so far.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
That's awesome.
That's amazing, guys. You guys are bringing it tonight. Holy shit, $3,800 so far. Again, we're going for like another hour. It's 9:40, so another hour from now at 10:40, we'll cut it off. We'll start giving away bottles, and this is going to be amazing. Every $5 gets you entered into tonight's giveaway. All money is being split between St. Jude's and Wounded Warrior Project. So,
I wanted to donate a box of Chocula, but I couldn't find it.
a box of what?
Would have been cool.
Count Chocula. I looked all over for it, but I just could not find it.
Because it's all in my fucking garage, buddy.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Did you check the passenger side of your bed? Your day drinking son of a bee.
I got Count Chocula and Frankenberry hiding in my fucking drum set right now.
Jesus.
Oh man, it's the best drum set.
It's the best drum set ever. Just it smells and it plays like Frankenberry.
Fantastic.
Oh, Donnie said as soon as you showed the total, a Wounded Warrior Project commercial came on TV.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Geofencing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. So I set up a quick flight here, guys. I'm doing Old Carter Batch 5, which I love this year. Wild Turkey Bottle and Bond versus Bardstown Discovery 3 versus Knob Creek 12-year, but the cast strength special edition that came out. Because the 12.
Uh-oh.
That's a good pause face.
Screenshot that. That's a hell of a meme right there.
12-5.
Oh, damn it.
And I like that too. I think the fucking Frankenberry got to him.
Is that Old Carter that's a bourbon, the Batch 5 bourbon?
Yeah, it's the Batch 5 bourbon from this year. Yeah.
So good. It's no white label, but whatever.
It's no white label. Hey, anyone? Did anyone get a chance to try the Woodford Reserve 16 year at all?
Is that rare one or whatever they called it?
Yes, it's the rare one, Scott.
Yeah, the white label, Dick.
Yeah.
It's that white label unicorn Woodford. It was the one
I have a bottle coming. I haven't tried it yet, though. I've got one on its way to my house being hand delivered.
It's 16 year. There's 16 year in it, but it's not completely 16. Yeah, Woodford Reserve 16, not 16 year. Yeah, I get it, Dustin. Has not shown up.
Your chocolate malted rye not being rye.
Yes, the chocolate malted rye that was actually a bourbon that confused the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, it did.
Whiskey Rye, the bourbon guy, said, yes, I tried it. It's pretty good. I just hate that everything's at 90.4 proof.
I know, it sucks.
Everything. Hey, Clark Bar's in the house. What's up, man? Merry Christmas all.
Oh, the old Clark Bar.
The old Clark Bar.
It's no whatchamacallit, but whatever.
Whatchamacallits are great. I love whatchamacallits.
They are.
Can I go out on a limb and say that all three Old Forester 150ths are a disappointment for?
See, I disagree with you. I thought Batch 2 was the best.
No, I'm saying that they're good bourbons, but for $150 a piece,
$150, not
I expected them to be a little bit more.
Listen, I'm not a master bourbon taster. I just drink and know what I like.
No, this is not allowed. This is not allowed.
All right. So with that being said, so would you guys prefer the 150th or these?
Of the barrel proofs that I've had, I would actually prefer the 150th. But again, it's based off of the money that each one of those bottles were, is why I'm saying that. So Matt, you gave me a timeout. What is it that you want to say?
I think it was me a timeout. I got
I literally came into your basement with a bottle of Old Forester 150th and said, yeah, it's a bit of a disappointment. I don't think it's that great, especially for $150. And then you shunned me, and you were like,
compared it to a 1920, Matt. You compared it to 1920 and 1910. And we drank both of them, and then you said, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Compared to those two, it's better. But for $150,
so that's
it's not a $150 bourbon.
No.
Yeah, so that's the tough part, because while I can appreciate 1 and 2 being a little bit more layered in flavor than, say, Old Forester 1920, I don't think it was that far past it that it's worth, double the price and a little bit more.
For sure.
So I think Batch 1 was very good. It was definitely a fruit bomb. That's what they were going for. Batch 2 had a good mix of fruit and spice. And Batch 3 to me was like drinking a high rye. I felt like I was drinking MGP. Had a lot of rye influence on Batch 3. So, but all three of them, I even said in my review, for $150, because remember, that stuff, each bottle was only about 7-8 years old-ish, right, from what they said in the press release. And then, they're aging it in heat-cycled warehouses so it gives the indication that it's actually a little bit older than it is. So while it may be 7 or 8 years old, it actually will taste more like a 9 or a 10 year, which there's some truth to that. But I mean, still, you're not, it's still not, like I said, double the price and a little bit better than what you get for 1920.
We can't complain though, because we asked for it. We asked for barrel strength Old Forester. We begged for it. And they were like, "You want it? Here you go." And now we're spoiled brats.
Yeah, that's true.
But
so good call. So Trev Wilson, I do want to call out the man, the myth, the legend. His name is Darrell Stewart. He's the one who came up with this idea to give away these bottles and to raise money for both St. Jude's and also Wounded Warrior Project. He's going to be donating a bulk of the bottles. And he's also adding a Joseph Magnus cigar blend to the pot. Wow.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Now, okay, now we're getting into some hitters. So yeah, I mean, it just needs to It's but guys were chasing the 150. It's like it was crack.
Yeah, I know. I was one of them. I bought
insane prices too.
Yeah, say again.
I said it's on the secondary. It's going for insane prices, which people are paying. Like it's not as good as what they're paying for.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I got a 150th batch 1, batch 2, and a single barrel in like the same week, and I've never spent that much money on bourbon, like especially one distillery. But it just all happened right before I left Connecticut, and I got those 3 bottles, and I was like, oh no, like none of them made me like as happy as a good Elijah Craig barrel proof for $60.
That's the sad part, right? Is that you know in your head that there's a $60 bourbon out there that's better. I wouldn't say better. It makes you happier. There you go. That's the way you said it was perfect. It makes you happier at $60 than a $150 bottle.
That's why everyone goes right back to the 1920 every single time. Like that's the benchmark for the Old Forester. It's like, is it as good, or is it 2 times as good as that, or whatever it may be?
So that's actually a really good conversation. So let's go through the brands. What's their benchmark? What's each brand's benchmark that we measure everything to? Obviously, Heaven Hill, it's Elijah Craig barrel proof. You have to be anything that they put out. I have to, like the 13-year single barrel they put out, recently. That was $300. A 13-year single barrel.
Is that the old Heaven Hill one? The old
Heaven Hill. Yeah. They got killed on the pricing for that because everyone thought they were nuts. And that's 1 year older than Elijah Craig barrel proof, and Elijah Craig barrel proof is $65. So that is the bar where I put everything for Heaven Hill. What about you guys?
Oh yeah.
I think Beam, like Knob Creek, seems to have taken over that. Everyone's a big fan. Well, not everyone, but at the Knob Creek, the single barrels, it just kind of becomes the leader in that category of like what everybody wants to compare things to. Maybe Booker's, but I think a lot of people have kind of been like a little turned off with the Bookers and stuff lately. I mean, it's gotten a little bit pricey. The ages, there's not like crazy. It's not like crazy age stuff or anything. I mean, 6-year. I mean, barrel proof stuff. I mean, that doesn't do it for people like it used to. And
I'll tell you what, Scott. If Booker's was $60, like Elijah Craig barrel proof, it'd be the flagship of their brand.
I would agree.
I could not agree with you more.
Yeah, I mean that's what it used to be. It used to be that. Everyone loves Bookers like that.
Yeah, I'd buy every batch of Bookers I get my hands on for $50, $60.
Yeah, I buy 0 batches at $99, and I will continue to buy 0.
Yep. Yeah, same here.
So what would you think? You think the Knob Creek single barrel is kind of the flagship that would you measure against? I mean, that's even. I mean, excluding we're excluding store picks. I'm talking about their core lineup. Would it be the KC single barrel for you?
Yeah, honestly, that or even the 9-year. I mean, think about what you get. You're already getting what the 9 years, 100 proof 9-year. I mean, that's a pretty nice bourbon for what, $35?
Yep.
I mean, that's crazy. Everyone talks about ages of whiskeys and then you see that 9-year, like 100 proof, like it's just always there and it gets overlooked all the time.
So Old Tub isn't the new benchmark?
I don't think so.
You mean the old distiller's cut?
I love the distiller's cut.
Is it different? I never had distiller's cut, but I noticed that they took a 100 proof Jim Beam limited edition product off the shelves and put up a new limited edition Jim Beam 100 proof product on the shelves.
Yeah, the only difference is they slapped a bottled and bond on the label.
It's no 93 Pontiac LE, that's for sure.
It's a 2003 Scott.
Oh, sorry, 2003. Sorry, Jesus, sorry.
That's a good point. Would you put Little Book up there as kind of a flagship or not? They're not consistent enough.
No.
So I think that for Jim Beam, you said that not the store picks, but I think that the store pick Knob Creek is the benchmark because everything that comes out of there, everybody compares it to. They're like, well, I can get a store pick for $50, $60.
Yeah,
that's 15 years, 12 years, 9 years. So everything that comes out of Jim Beam, that's limited edition or higher proof or barrel strength has to be compared to the best bourbon that you can get from that distillery at the best value, and that's a store pick. That's a single barrel Knob Creek, friggin' delicious.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely, and I agree with you. For us, I think that's the norm. But for shoppers that don't really know what store picks are,
I don't even know any of those.
Yeah, you don't know any of those people. Like, what are you comparing?
There's still the single barrel 120 on the shelves a lot of places you go. So
Right.
I mean.
So what is it for Wild Turkey? Is it rare breed or is it Russell's Red Label?
See, that's the thing. I mean, you can make an argument for 101.
Yeah, 101.
Yeah.
Probably.
101 too, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen those 750s range so much for their shelf price.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a 750 of 101 for super cheap some places, like $18. That's
the thing. The value in the 101 and the fact that there's some pretty good aged whiskey in there. I mean, obviously it's batched, but you're getting some decent aged whiskey in there. That's for what, 20 something bucks.
Yeah.
So is that but whenever I'm trying anything other, anything that's turkey that's new, I'm not really comparing it to 101. I think for me. Yeah. I'm comparing it to I'm comparing it to Russell's Reserve single barrel for me.
I'm a rare breed guy.
And I feel like most people are doing that too, which in my opinion, that would be the one, right? That's the red label, the single barrel Russell's Reserve is the one for Wild Turkey that that's the benchmark. It's like, okay, is it as good as this?
Right.
Yeah, and I mean, and you could make an argument for rare breed too. I mean, there's some 12-year-old whiskey blended in there.
Mm-hmm.
So you can make an argument. I mean, rare breed, those two are some of the highest quality bottles that are just sitting on the shelf rare breed is actually getting a little bit harder to find. I've noticed, here and there.
I think rare breed for the money is one of the best bottles out there right now.
Absolutely.
For the money? Yeah. What is it, like $45?
Yeah, you can't beat it.
Hey, Jace, did you see the new total? Looked like it was about 4,500 DC put it in there.
What? Oh, wait, let me go up there and grab it.
Yeah, DC said Mash Drum current update's $4,500.
That's awesome.
Holy shit, guys.
Again, don't put anything in the comments other than your name or contact information. That's all. We don't need that account to be locked at any point.
No.
Yeah.
Sound like you're running a whiskey group.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of dip to be playing with. So
exactly.
Just your name and your contact info.
Yeah, just your name and your contact info, please. Keep it simple. Just as long as Trev can get a hold of you.
Right.
Rare breed is killer. Wise Guy, Whiskey Guy, Wild Turkey, Kentucky Spirit is way overrated. So the thing with Kentucky Spirit is, so you have 101, which has it's got like an innate, a little bit of like a rawness to it. It's got that bite. It's a little bit unrefined. What the Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit does is it gives you the same flavors as 101, but it takes away that, it just rounds out the rough edges a little bit that you get in 101. That's really it. That's really the biggest differences, I think, from my point of view. Now, whether or not you...
Out there too.
What's that?
So there's some store picks of that Kentucky Spirit that are just like banger bottles too. Like I got one from Chicago I opened it up and it was just like, it blew me away. I was like, wow, this is really, really good. But then you get some that are on the shelf that are not as good.
Yeah, and DH Silva saying, does anyone even rate Kentucky Spirit? I never hear people talking about it. And it's true. You just don't see as many store picks, and you just don't see as many around for whatever reason. All right, guys, so we have about 44 minutes left-ish to get the last donations in. So keep it coming, guys.
All right, well, what would you say like a Four Roses benchmark is? Where do you start?
I don't know. There's nothing. I mean,
what do you say?
LE.
Yeah, everyone starts. Yeah, there's tons of those. Tons of
LE. I mean, for Four Roses, when I think Four Roses that I want, it's always the single barrels, and it's like the different recipes that I like.
Yeah.
So, like if I can get an OBSK or OESK or an OESV. and it's got a good age on it. It's got 9, 10, 11, 12 years old of age on it. You know, that's the bottle I measure the LEs up to. I'm like, is the LE better than that? You know?
All right. Well, what about the small batch select? I mean, they kind of stepped it up with that last year, you know?
All right, listen, I love the small batch select. I think it's a great bourbon, but it's just not everyone's cup of tea. I think guys that are used to drinking, you know, Buffalo Trace shit that has no finish, they don't like Four Roses because it, you know, tickles their nuts a little bit.
Small batch select tastes like a bird's nest. That's it.
Well, I think that's the funny part about, like, especially running a group too. It's like, you know, we're always seeking proof, and not everybody likes that. And you know, you get everybody drinking off the lower end stuff at 90 proof, and then you throw 122 at them, and they're just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't realize the flavors that you find when you actually go to barrel proof and everything that comes out of it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So one of these days in my advent calendar I've been doing, I didn't know what it was, what I've been drinking. It's been blind, but it was like last week. There was something that was incredible, like super oaky, high proof, like a total like a bourbon experience. And I was like, I don't even want to guess what this is, because if I guess what I think it could be, and then I open up at something like I'm going to look like a really, really dumb. And in my head, I'm like, this is King of Kentucky or some crazy shit. And it was they sent me a bottle of it because they're super nice over at the Minnesota Whiskey Elite. Shout out to those guys. I was like, what the hell? Like, it's a 10.5 year OE or OBSQ.
OBSQ.
So I can't wait to open this to find out if I was just like on some other planet that day.
Yeah.
Or if this pick is that good.
I think it's funny, those advent calendars are fun too, because everyone has so much preconceived notion of what bottles are good and what bottles are not good, because everybody talks about it, that when you do things blind and you actually don't have a clue what the label is, and you're like, holy shit, this is really good. And then you're like, oh my God, this is a $40 bottle. You know, this isn't a $100 bottle. I think those advent calendars are fun.
It's always the true test of what it is you really like. You know?
Right. And you think you like something until you taste it blind, and you're like, oh, this is terrible. And then you realize you own that bottle and tell everybody that's great.
So just a quick reminder, guys, of the bottles that are in the running tonight. We have a 1792 12-year Noah's Mill bourbon, which is, if none of you have had Noah's Mill from Willett, it's like drinking peanut butter candy. Michter's Sour Mash, single barrel Colonel E. H. Taylor single barrel, which is a pretty hard bottle to come by these days. Michter's 10-year single barrel, one of the newest Midwinter's Nights drams. We also have a Redwood Empire Lost Monarch. We also have a tasting set, 3 samples of the last 3 years from George T. Stag. From the BTAC collection. So you have the 2020, the 2019, and the 2018 as a set. So somebody will win that. We also have a Joseph Magnus cigar blend that has been put in the mix as well. Destination Bourbon, Primetime Michael Klein is giving away a cigar pack from Alec Bradley, which is awesome. His buddy, two of them, 2 packs. Then his buddy next to him is giving away. Remind me of the bottles you have: an Old Elk Rye.
Two warehouse liquors from Chicago picks: Old Elk Rye.
Yep.
And a Russell's Reserve.
There you go, and a Russell's Reserve pick. I'm giving away a Whistle. I'm giving away a Whistle Pig 10-year single barrel. It's actually 13 years old. ADHD Whiskey is giving away one of the brand new Bardstown Bourbon Company Discovery 4s. And Scott from My Bourbon Journey is giving away an Eagle Rare store pick that's actually, what'd you say? It's like 13 years old?
This one's about 12.
12 years old. There you go. So got some really great bottles up for grabs tonight, guys, that we're going to start giving away in about 39 minutes. So stay tuned, guys. What is Jepson's Flagship? Have you found one? Also, Robert Tastex. Only try to sample.
Everything compares to Malort. So by proxy, every other thing they make has to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went through Old Forester. Old Forester has 1920. Obviously, kind of everything measures up to that.
Where's the love for Michter's at?
Yeah, Michter's. What would you put Michter's at? Like, what's their flagship? I mean, I wouldn't put the Michter's. I mean, I don't want to say the 10-year because it's up for a giveaway tonight, but
honestly, and I know it's going to sound silly, but I think their American whiskey is one of the best products they make.
I think their sour mash is one of my favorites.
That American whiskey is a quality product for the price. It's
the American. Yeah, that's like drinking vanilla ice cream.
Yeah,
and I think
good for the price.
Yep.
And I think that single barrel rye that they do. I mean, it's another really good rye whiskey.
The straight rye is like one of the for the price point of that straight rye. It is it's an absolute great bottle.
I think the other thing with Michter's that has to come into play is you can't get the barrel strength rye. It's like impossible to find. Yeah. So the straight rye you can find on the shelf, the American whiskey you can find on the shelf, and the bourbon. So and the regular sour mash. So those four that you can actually find. Personally, I think the American whiskey is the benchmark.
But let's be serious. If you find yourself a barrel proof rye, it is like one of the probably my top 5 rye.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite rye that I have. It
just packs a huge punch. The flavors are insane, and
between that and the Pikesville rye, those are my favorites.
Yep.
Yeah.
Michter's 20. I mean, putting Michter's 20 up there. I mean, yeah, you could use that as a flagship, but 95% of people never sipped it.
We'll never see it.
Nope.
It's no benchmark. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know.
Thank you, Buckeye Piper, for chiming in. Thank you so much, man.
What about the MGP folks? That was a good comment. There's a ton of craft people doing MGP stuff. What do you guys think?
Oh my God, there's so much MGP out there. I mean, I would have to look at a distillery that's doing something unique with it, not just buying single barrels and throwing it on a label.
You know what? Here's what I would say about MGP. I think Smooth Ambler kind of set the tone a little bit for like MGP. Like everyone went after all the old all the Smooth Ambler picks and all that a few years ago, and it kind of followed suit. Like, I mean, I guess that's my opinion, but it just seemed like they kind of started the whole deal as far as, people really wanting the MGP stuff, and it just kind of gone crazy since then. So
yeah.
So I'll go out because I'm from Michigan and we have some availability of it, but I think the Pingree Blacks are some of the best MGP because that's where Justin is taking that product and blending it and putting that out. It's doing something like Jason was saying, something different than just releasing a straight single barrel product. And the American Pingree Black labels are, if there was a standard for MGP, that's what everybody should strive to do, is that right there.
Well, even the Smoke Wagon stuff, that is 8-year stuff that is thrown out there is pretty awesome. I mean, I think he's one of the only people out there who's got a pretty good supply of aged MGP. I mean, most everybody else is like 4- and 5-year-old, and there's only sporadic barrels of anything north of 8 years, and he's just tossing out all kinds of stuff with this old.
Yeah. He must have a boatload of it.
Got a quick question from Daniel Jason. Turkey bottled and bond at cask strength, how much better would it have been? That's a good question. Probably. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know.
That's why I said, oh yeah, Caitlin.
That's hard. That's a hard question. I don't know because the 17-year bottle and bond has so many different layers of flavor to me. I don't know what cask strength. If that cask strength, those would have been a little bit more hidden, or did proofing it down a little bit actually open it up a little bit more to release some of those flavors? So that's a hard one. I mean, like my heart says, it would probably be fucking awesome at cask strength, but my brain is telling me I'm not sure if it would be.
Well, we literally earlier just talked about Old Forester. We're like, we want barrel strength Old Forester.
Yeah,
and come to find out, it seems like maybe
we don't want
115 proof might be where it's at.
I need to see a Malort chug for charity. I'll do a Malort.
You get Tim to let Tim do it.
Hey, Matt, you were when I was talking about Pingree Black, you were shaking your head like in agreement, or did you have another opinion on that?
Was I doing this?
You were kind of doing like I didn't know if you had like some music in your head. I didn't know exactly what you were doing.
This means I agree. That means definitely what you were saying is 100% true. And that Pingree stuff from Valentine it's liquid gold. Like whatever. I've never met that Justin fellow, but if I did, he would be screaming, and it would be for his life because I would be hugging him so hard. And you know what? And this is coming from a guy who's never even seen a bottle on a shelf. It's only thing I've had 2 bottles of the 7-year, thanks to you and Sean Opperman. And damn, that guy he can blend some bourbon. And that MGP blended, the way he does it it's otherworldly. It's fantastic.
Is there very limited amounts of it, I'm assuming?
Yeah, they released they just recently released a 13-year black, and I think each area that they released to got X number of bottles. So I saw somebody posting that Maryland got some, and they were saying that, or Massachusetts got some, and it was like 12 bottles. So like for the whole state, they got like 12 bottles.
Dranham got one.
Wow.
Yeah. Alec Bradley. I would agree. I think Old Carter's doing fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
With MGP as well. It's one of my favorites. It's a little bit pricey and obviously hard to find, but they've earned my respect as, really good blenders in what they're doing. And I will say, what did you send me, Mike, in that blind flight we did, that Pingree that I had that was absolutely head and above shoulders everything else you sent me? Was that a black label?
That was the 7-year black.
No, you sent him a blue label, a single barrel.
Oh, I did. I sent him the 13-year Cask Club blue.
Yep.
That's what it was. That thing was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was a single barrel product that was just, that's absolutely amazing. Yeah. So forgive me for being stupid, but does all of Old Carter, everything that they do is MGP?
It hasn't always been, no.
And no, they're blending in some Kentucky in there. They're blending in some MGP. They're one of the bourbon blends they did this year, I think batch 6, they had some Dickel in there.
That's what I thought. And they have they have light whiskey too that they're doing, right?
They're using light whiskey to kind of bridge the gap between some of their younger and their older age stuff that they're using. And they're getting better and better at that. Their 13-year single barrels this year are freaking ridiculous. They're so good.
Yeah.
Which was
that was nice. We were able to kind of talk to them and find out how some of their stuff tasted so good. And a lot of it is they have the ability to go in and kind of cherry pick their barrels that they want. So that's a big deal when you can taste ahead of whatever it is you're about ready to blend. That's a pretty big deal. So that's why sometimes the Old Carter stuff can really taste so good, is they're picking basically honey barrels to do all their blending for the most part. So they're not.
Because Old Carter, they're not just picking.
They're not just getting like a truckload of barrels. They're picking what they want.
Yeah, so Smoke Wagon was brought up here by Whiskey Food Travel Reviews, and I'm a huge fan of Smoke Wagon. They're doing some great blends from MGP. That's another really good brand that's doing some interesting blends. But they bought like a whole, shitload of barrels that they have. They're blending and they're, using different ages to make something unique. I could tell you Old Carter has a very premium select batch of barrels that they're picking from. At least I know from the MGP side. I'm not sure where they're grabbing their stuff from Kentucky or the Tennessee whiskey, but I know that the stuff out of Tennessee's got some good age on it as well.
Hey, Jason, Moose 76 wants to know what the heck is light whiskey.
Right here. Boom.
There you go, light whiskey. So light whiskey, the reason why it can't be called bourbon. So light whiskey is distilled. So what are the rules of bourbon here? So bourbon has to come off the still at 160. Right. Light whiskey comes off the still above 160. Then when it comes to aging, light whiskey is primarily put in a used barrel rather than a new barrel.
Yeah.
So those are the two main differences that make up light whiskey. Also, the big difference with light whiskey is normally it's around 98 to 99% corn. So it's very buttery. It's very like popcorn tasting sometimes. Sometimes when you get the real old ones, like ADHD has that Obtainium one.
This is a 14-year,
14 year.
Yeah.
Those things start tasting like butterscotch candy.
Dude, it tastes like pure sugar candy. It's
and it doesn't.
Obtainium. They're like the barrel strength ones, hazmat. They're just if you enjoy sweet bourbon, then you should try a light whiskey just to see if that's your wheelhouse or not. Like realistically, it's for the price.
Yeah.
So
because there's apparently a lot of it. Like I think MGP, like they distilled a shit ton of it a long time ago, and nobody wanted it. And I think they still have a boatload of it.
Ezra Brooks Distillers Collection is a great pour for $33. I agree.
Agreed.
I love the Rebel. The Rebel and the Ezra picks that they brought out this year are great pours. They're not going to blow you away, but they're good pours for the money.
On the Transverse Old Ezra 7, not
I wasn't a huge fan of Old Ezra 7 either. I'm right there with you, man. I think it was good. I think it was sweet, but there was something about it that just didn't do it for me. I don't know what it was. Maybe because I'm so used to drinking rare breed. I was waiting for like that oomph, and I just never got it. It drank too sweet for me.
It was weird. The first bottle of Old Ezra 7 I got was fantastic. I was like, this is amazing. And then I found another bottle probably a year later in Colorado. And like when I was on vacation. And I opened it in the hotel and I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, I had the same
it's super
experience.
corn forward, not good. Like this is not what I tasted before. Totally different.
I had one that was
that's an interesting subject though, like the consistency of some of those bigger brands. Like do you think that I'm asking you guys this as somebody who's from a group rather than somebody who reviews stuff, but like I think one of the cool things about barrel hunting is like finding the places where you can find inconsistent barrels where you can find that honey barrel. Yeah. And like when you get places like Buffalo Trace that are throwing out like so consistent juice that if you were to go do a barrel like pick of Buffalo Trace, they all taste 95% the same. Like I think that's the fun part of like finding barrels from smaller craft places, because even in some of the MGP stuff, you go dig through a barrel tasting of 6 different barrels and they might all taste completely different.
Yeah,
I think that's the fun thing about finding some interesting things. And like back to your point about like store picks, and a lot of people can't find them or can't get them, is that they're interesting to seek out because they're such a different expression than what you're used to.
Yep.
So good news, because we were talking about it. Darrell Stewart, who kind of helped put this together with Trev, the man, the myth, the legend, because we loved it so much. He's adding Michter's Barrel Strength Rye to the mix tonight. Damn. And cheers, Darrell. Thank you, man.
That's awesome, man.
That's awesome, man. I think from there we're gonna kind of kill the bottle count. I think we got enough to give away.
That's plenty.
Yeah, give it up home. That's really
good. Let's see.
That MGP,
mm-hmm.
not good. That found.
It is really. It's really. It's like
Redwood Empire's using some great MGP. It's definitely younger MGP.
Yeah, but that's where I struggle with some of their stuff.
I saw you shitting on the Lost Monarch the other night, Scott. You were pretty harsh on it.
I do not like it. There's really not many of them that I just it all tastes young. I mean, I get that like that grainy, youthful in all of it. There really hasn't been any that I've been super crazy about. But
hey guys, we just hit the 5K mark.
Awesome.
Wow, fantastic.
Wow.
So what's the flagship for Buffalo Trace then?
So that's a really good question. For me
personally,
I would say you go first. I want to see if you're going to say what I say.
I'd say Eagle Rare for a 10-year bourbon for the money.
Nailed it. That's that's easily hands down my flagship for Buffalo Trace. Not even close.
Not even the namesake, eh?
Not just because. I mean, even though it does suck that it's becoming more rare, which is becoming a real dick punch. But
I mean, Eagle Rare and Buffalo Trace.
$30 for a 10-year bourbon. That's perfect. It's amazing.
Yeah. No, Dustin, it's not Pappy. Sorry.
So Whiskey Ace says Eagle Rare isn't consistent either. So one thing about Eagle Rare that I think that makes it so good is that it's what they do. It's like a continuous barrel. So they don't clean out the lines in between. So they just go barrel to barrel to barrel to barrel. So you may get a little bit from one barrel in the next one. So they can't call it a true single barrel product, but it's very close to being a single barrel product. And that's why you have those consistency differences. And that's one of the things I love about it.
Yeah, that's the one. That's basically the one reason why they had to take the single barrel moniker off the bottle, was just because of the way they were filling them.
Yep.
So like, let's say out of 100 bottles, how many of them are a blend of more than one? Like, of a blend of two? What do you think?
I'm trying to remember what the ratio was. I remember one of the when I went on the tours, one of the tour guides mentioned how many bottles in average they get out of one barrel before it gets switched up.
It's weird. It's in my head, I'm thinking they're like, so these two things are being blended together without any human interaction. So like there's a possibility that like a bunch of bottles could be amazing, or a bunch of bottles could be absolute garbage. Yeah. If there's two barrels blended together that just
if those two barrels do not blend well, then you're going to get a real shit bottle. Look at Joseph Brazzers. I've had two moldy Eagle Rares that were drain pours. Haven't been back since.
You probably got the.
Then there's some that taste like pure. When I find what I call a honey bottle of Eagle Rare is when it tastes more like grape soda, and when you get into that grape soda, it's like, oh my god, this is like some of the best Eagle Rare ever.
Don Pusateri came in with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Don. Don is an undervalued name, I think.
I would just show him before, like you guys were mentioning, like the old. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's the old like neck label, like 10-year. Yeah, they used to like single barrel them. But what's really weird about this one? You guys can see that. Can you see like how light these? Look at the difference. I don't know if you can really tell very well, but it's really weird because this 10-year that I've got is super it's super light. I mean, it's can you see that?
You know what I can see is that you have a bunch of things you're not opening. That's what I can see.
I can see the smoke wagon over your shoulder. That's what I've been looking at.
You just keep bringing out bottles that aren't open. It's freaking me out.
I've just got a bunch of these damn things just sitting around.
Are those bottles the same height?
What bottles?
The two Eagle Rare bottles.
Are they the same height?
Right. I thought that I've seen them both before. I thought that the older one was taller. Ah, shit. I'm probably wrong.
No, they're the same.
I was in some weird
13 thoughts. If you like Barton, it's good. I mean, I don't think the Cream of Kentuckys are worth the price point, to be honest. I love batch one, but I can't say I've had an amazing one since.
I got the 11.5 and I hated it when I opened it up, and then it like sat open for a very long time because I hated it, and I went back to it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try this again. Yeah. It was so different, and it was so good that I was like, holy shit, I should have been drinking this sooner, because
that's what happened with batch one for me. And maybe it's because I didn't buy those other bottles that I tried, and maybe they were, not opened up enough. But the first one was the same thing. I'm like, wow, this 11-year Kentucky, it was okay. And a lot of people didn't like it at first, but when I reviewed it, the bottle was about halfway down, and it got so good after some time.
Yep, totally changed.
Yeah, guys, if you haven't yet, please mash the like button. Definitely helps the videos. Let's definitely want to get some people watching this stream and get some awareness out there for St. Jude and for Wounded Warrior if they don't know already. So definitely hit the like button and definitely help out the video for everyone.
Hit that thumbs up and unsubscribe at the same time. Done. Oh, geez. Now I can't even see the live stream anymore. Damn it.
Yellowstone Armagnac worth the price. Nope.
Yellowstone Armagnac. I haven't even heard of that.
No,
So Yellowstone released a 101 proof Armagnac finish, but it was pretty young bourbon in there. It just didn't. Maybe because I was jaded, though. I mean, maybe it's better than I think it was, but I was jaded from the Armagnac finish that Bardstown put out, the Chateau de Labade. So in my head, I was comparing it to that, and it didn't even come close. So maybe that was it was a kind of an ill-advised comparison, because I already had it in my head. Well, if this isn't as good as the Chateau Labade, then it's shit. So
the name of the game is marketing, right?
Yep.
For sure.
By the way, anybody who can find a Chateau de la Baude, let me know.
Chateau de la Scooby-Doo.
Mr. Porter.
Chateau mi poo poo. DC says the Bardstown apple brandy finish is amazing. You tried?
Yes, no. That Copper and King's apple brandy is my favorite Bardstown. It's amazing.
Oh, Jeffrey Wax says Yellowstone was just Old Ezra 7 finish in Armagnac. Okay, there you go.
I've never had that apple brandy. If only I knew someone that worked for Bardstown. I'd like to try it.
Hey, listen, I would like to try it. If I had a bottle, I would definitely listen. I'm actually telling people in chat, hey, Chateau de la Baude. How about some Copper and King's apple brandy? If you can hook a fat guy up.
Always love with says, dude, I work for the company. I can't track one down. Yeah,
that's Nick.
Yeah, I would literally buy another case of those Chateau de Labades if I had the opportunity. I loved it that much.
I just like saying it personally.
Yeah. Let's see. Michael Leocata says Bardstown Bourbon Sun Discovery 234 flight this evening.
Huh.
Yeah. I did I? Oh no, I did 1, 2, 3, not 2, 3, 4. Chateau is coming back in 2021. Fuck yeah. Line up. I'm gonna be looking to my buddy ADHD Whiskey.
Listen, I want to do so much for you and everybody.
I know you do. Oh god.
I asked Nick earlier. I was like, "Are you the only one?" I asked Nick. I said, "Hey, are you the only one there who likes me?" Just wondering. Sure. Because I'm just saying, like, we could do some crazy shit. Like, this community is insane. It is.
Oh yeah, it's nuts. I mean, look at what's happening tonight in the. I mean, we're having some just fun conversation, and in the background, a shit ton of money is being raised for 2 great causes. I mean, this is nuts.
We haven't even talked about cereal or like 90s bands or anything yet.
All right,
90s bands. Yeah, there you go.
So what is the standard for 90s? Are we talking grunge? Or are we talking hair metal? What's the standard there?
Pearl Jam or?
See, personally, I don't think that Pearl Jam's the standard for grunge. I really don't.
Who is it?
I personally go with STP. I think Stone Temple be the.
Nirvana. I mean, they're kind of grungy.
Yeah, but
early Foo Fighters. I mean, that's pretty grungy.
Yeah.
Picked up a bottle of the Barrel Bourbon Armida today. What were your thoughts? You have to like sweet and you have to like floral, because it's got a lot of that going on in the Barrel Armida. For me, I like Amaro, so I enjoy the Barrel.
Alice in Chains. Somebody said Alice in Chains. I don't mean to interrupt you, but Alice in Chains is the shit. Yeah. Right? One of the best bands from the 90s. So
yeah, until Len Staley died. I mean, it was a great band. Same with
their unplugged albums, like one of the best albums.
Yeah, no, for me the standard's Pearl Jam.
Yeah, I mean, Pearl Jam's money too.
So I went into a local yesterday that, man, in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, there's one store that gets some stuff, not like anything great, but some stuff. So I went in there last night and
cheers, Richie.
They had a 15-year barrel, like the Barrel Bourbon 15-year cask strength.
Yep.
And I'm like looking at their pricing, like on their shelves and shit. Nothing is priced individually, but it says like on their price tag, barrel cask strength $85.99. And I walked back out to the van and I looked at my wife and I was like, you know what? I'll be right back. So I go back in the store and I grab it and I'm like, might as well worth a shot. I go up to the counter and he's like, bleep, bleep, bloop. $265. And I was like, motherfucker. So I just like put it back on the show. I was like, I'll put it back. I'll see you later.
$250 he wanted for it.
That's MSRP is $250 for this.
It was the silver label.
For the 15. Okay.
Yeah. The silver label. Yep.
Okay.
For the
But, like,
that's pretty crazy, man.
there's that little part of like the whiskey collector's head that's like, maybe it's $85.99 here.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
I mean, between Pearl Jam, somebody brought up Tool. I listen to them constantly.
Tool is awesome. Maynard,
Love Tool.
I don't know if they fit into grunge or not, but
Yeah, Tool's
they're a little more metal.
Tool's definitely more metal. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I would say they're kind of I don't know. Yeah, they're probably a little bit more on the metal side, but they have Tool has a little bit of a softer side. It's just, a little bit, demonic lyrics.
He's making wine out in Arizona, man.
What's the soft? What's 46 and 2? There's no. That's about as soft as they get, isn't it?
Pretty much.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you have 9 Inch Nails, but I mean,
Too.
Was 9 Inch Nails considered grunge? They were.
I don't think grunge. I mean, you think of grunge and you just like all of a sudden you just think
Pearl
of
Jam is like the definition of grunge. It's
like
flannel, and
Nirvana, all that shit.
Oh, we got Sam's here because she just wrote Totally In Sync.
No, probably not part of the grunge band.
I love you, Sam. I'm thinking that Sam. If that's Bobby, I might be scared.
I'll tell you what. If we didn't have NSYNC, we would have never had Justin Timberlake, and what a gem he is.
He's a real Justin.
He's a national treasure.
He is national treasure. Yep.
There's Ron Swanson, and then Justin Timberlake's right below him.
Right? Yeah, just maybe one step below it.
One step below Ron Swanson is Justin Timberlake. Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a YouTube video out there of Ron Swanson sitting in a chair drinking
Lagavulin for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, he's literally just sitting there. Every once in a while he'll take a drink and set it back down and then just sit there. Fucking greatest video ever.
To be complete, okay, this is complete honesty.
Smashing Pumpkins. Okay.
Dude, Klein, you told me to do that, right? You were like, you need to make the same video.
Yep.
And after the Advent was over, I've got the fire burning right here. If you can't tell, it is so hot. And I was going to sit next to this damn fire for probably an hour and a half, just sipping whiskey. And then make it into like the Yule log thing, like whatever. And then last night, it's Bourbon Night, puts out the video of them sitting next to a TV fire. Yule log.
What's up, Sons of bitches.
Hey, I told you to do that forever ago.
I was going to do that tonight. And now I can't because
but Matt, just somehow, just because it's you, if you just sat in front of a Yule log and just did nothing but drink, somehow yours would be more entertaining.
It looks the other way. It looks like they did it first. And I just can't.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm gonna sit next to its Bourbon Night live streams and just watch them for an hour and a half. And then put that up. No, I will sit watching their Yule log. How about that?
There you go. That's a good idea.
I'll have another fire here. And then I will have its Bourbon Night here. And then it will be like really trippy. And
I wanted you to do that last year. Like
I know that. But guess what? Last year Porter sucked. And this year Porter felt a little bit better, and I was gonna do it. I was literally gonna do it. And then last night I was like, son of a bee sting. They did the exact same thing. Damn it.
Hey guys, real quick, we have 9 minutes until the bidding window closes. 9 more minutes. At 10:40, we're going to start giving away the bottles.
So Julie threw up a $10 super chat that I actually want to acknowledge because absolutely everybody needs to give Trev some fucking props. Oh, yeah. He hasn't stopped writing names for an hour and a half. I doubt that he's enjoyed not that he hasn't enjoyed, but he hasn't been able to partake.
Hey, somebody check
because of the work he's doing.
What's Trev's subscribership up to right now? Is he at 1,000 right now yet?
If he's not at 1,000, it's got to happen tonight.
Guys, everyone go to the Bourbon Wrench. You can come right back here. I don't mind. Go to the Bourbon Wrench on YouTube. Give him a subscribe. Let's get him over 1,000 subs tonight for all the hard work he's putting in. Let's get this guy monetized for helping out and doing this for us. Julie, thank you for that specific call out. Appreciate it.
He has 900 subscribers. There's got to be 100 people in here that can subscribe to Trev to get him to 1,000 tonight.
That's what I mean. We got halfway. We got 450. We have 455 watching right now. We got 100 of those people got to subscribe to Trev. Let's go.
Scott, is that a Bardstown Bourbon Company hoodie you're wearing?
The Bourbon.
It is. It is.
That's a beautiful hoodie. I think you look spectacular.
Thank you very much, Mr. Porter. I appreciate that.
Okay, stop me if you disagree, but I feel like they should sell triple extra large hoodies and shirts on their website for people who are gigantic and obese, for like me. That's all I'm saying. Because I would wear them constantly if they sold them in my size. But guess what? They stopped at a size down from me.
For who's that?
Yeah, I recently released a bunch of merch on Teespring, and I got the same comment from multiple people like, hey, they stop at 2XL. I want, larger sweatshirts. So I agree with you completely.
Who has that size? I'll send you one from Great Lakes Whiskey Club. How about that?
A triple XL?
I'll send you whatever you want, buddy. You tell me what size, and you got one coming.
Moose this says fluffy size needed.
Fluffy.
Tim Miller's probably we'll get him to donate one.
Trev just jumped from 920 to 946. So come on, keep going.
We're getting
so it went
closer.
from 900 when I looked at it to 920 to 946. That's fantastic. Keep going, man.
Keep going, guys. Let's get him to 1,000. Let's go. Oh,
we're not stopping the stream until he hits 1,000. I'm just saying. Jason goes.
I'm actually gonna start writing down the bottles here so we keep track a little bit as we start giving them away.
Super smart move.
I'd like to know the one person who thumbs down this when you're trying to raise money for two solid charities. How do you thumbs down that, right?
Well, it was obviously it's Bourbon night because Matt got mad at their video.
I wasn't mad at it. It was super cool. Except for I was mad at it. No. Okay, listen. I'm at my in-laws' house right now, and this room that I'm in is connected. Well, not connected, but one wall separates this room from my sister-in-law's room. Guaranteed it was her. For sure.
Guaranteed. Man, these Old Forester barrel strength single barrels, man, these things drink hot right away.
Oh, they're hot as shit.
Yeah, they drink real hot.
I'm assuming this will probably need a little airtime to kind of smooth out.
My thumbnail for the Old Forester barrel strength pick was what's hotter, Old Forester barrel strength versus I think it was I can't remember what nuclear explosion it was, but it was one of the big bombs.
Yeah, it's a hot one, that's for sure. What do you remember? Do you remember what your proofs were roughly
for the Old Forester one?
Yeah, what yours is, or mine's 127 on the nose.
128.7.
Okay.
Warehouse L floor 3.
I'm Warehouse K floor 3.
Okay, so I've got I have 3 well opened up 3 barrel strength Old Foresters in this flight right now, and I can't tell which one is I'm having a hard time between the 5 whiskeys. I'm not able to pick them out, so that's a good sign for letting them have air for a little while. From the barrel strength single barrel and the 150ths.
People will argue that. I still think when you let some of these things, in my experience, a lot of them is with a lot of toasted barrel stuff, but so many of them just need a little bit of airtime just to let that, whatever it is that it does, it really improves a lot of these barrel strength and toasted barrel things.
Yeah, scientists try to disprove it with some sort of science and math and hypothesis and some kind of conclusions from their experiment and stuff.
Sounds
I'm like, I love your science and everything, but I'm the world's top whiskey taster, and you're wrong.
Yeah,
And that's
I agree with you. I agree with you.
I'm gonna have to pull rank on you on this one.
Yeah,
my taste buds are literally science at this point.
Yeah.
Are they?
Come on, guys. Trev Wilson's at the Bourbon Wrench is at 984.
Come on.
16 more. 16.
16 more, guys. Let's get him there. 16 more subs for the Bourbon Wrench.
The funniest thing is I might hold the crown, but Jason and Klein both have like much better and like much more educated palates than mine. Like they're way better than me. Scott, not even close. But I mean, I'm an honest guy. If I were to say Scott was better, that'd sound weird. It's not. Scott lost in a competition to the Shelf Turds recently. So
yeah. Okay. In my defense, I had fucking PBR and Fireball before.
So did they. As did they. They probably had more. They probably don't stop.
I couldn't taste anything at that point. I only knew the Lost Monarch because I had that shit like an hour prior to it. It was the only reference I could even get back to. That was the only thing I could even figure out. Other than that, shot completely.
No.
And
so that wasn't
at 998. Two more.
That was just joking. The Shelf Turds, I'm sure that they have great palates. But the name is funny to say that you lost to the Shelf Turds because it's just a funny thing to say.
Trev Wilson, we did it, buddy. You're at 1K.
Good job, bud.
Okay, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Baby. For the hardest working man in YouTube, the Wrench.
So Ernie Brubaker says at Destination Bourbon, the effort was worth it. Great pour. He cracked open the pandemic special tonight. So as Matt knows, that takes a lot of effort to get into that bottle. But I wanna give a little props to my boy Mike because it was him and I that went down there and picked that bottle out along with others. But it was it was his group and Destination Bourbon that went in on that. So
can I show you guys the secret?
Bottle, and I'm glad that you like it, Ernie.
Can I show you guys a secret?
We would have died.
This is top secret Justin's House of Bourbon shit. Like you go there and you're like, this is amazing stuff. And they're like, wait, there's more.
Oh, he's going back into the behind the fireplace. It's actually in the fire. He's burning his hand right now.
Oh, there it is.
Oh shit!
He's gonna bottle chug it. Yeah.
Oh.
It's because I can't carry enough stuff downstairs at the end of the night, so I have to start hiding stuff to make sure it doesn't disappear while I'm asleep.
I like it.
So you throw it behind the old fireplace.
The swordfish oil is still back there too.
Swordfish oil.
Caitlin's drinking it too. Awesome. Wise Guy Whiskey guy says that pandemic special great bottle got killed quick. Damn, gone already.
I mean,
all right, guys. It is 10:40. It's 10:40. We have hit the mark. No more donations. We are stopping now. Trev Wilson, do not accept any more donations. As much as I would like to keep going on. We have 15 bottles we're going to be giving away total.
Can you private PM him?
Which is just fucking awesome and nuts at the same time. So Trev Wilson, if you could, I know his hand probably like struggling with carpal tunnel right now, writing down all these fucking names.
That's not
typing. Yeah. So Trev, give me a number, what you got, the range, and we'll start picking names. So whenever you're ready, Trev, I will give you time. I know you're probably still counting. So
thank you to everybody who's donated tonight, and like that's incredible.
Yeah, I think for doing this, I mean we put this together pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And again, it just shows you the power of the whiskey community and how amazing everybody is and how tight-knit everybody is and willing to help. And especially around this time of the year, it's been a rough 2020 with everything that's happened. And then on top of that, you have the fact that you guys are still willing to give and help out these charities, and especially so close to the end of the year. I can't say enough about you guys. So thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, we have to support our troops and our veterans and take care of the children who are like two fantastic causes. I'm so happy and proud to be a part of this. Thank you, everybody who dumped in money for this. It's incredible.
I could not agree more. I mean, the Wounded Warrior Project is absolutely amazing for people that are sacrificing their lives for our freedoms is absolutely amazing. And then to partner up with St. Jude, I mean, they do everything for kids and the parents, and you don't have to pay a cent. Like nope. You don't have to pay it back. Nothing. They do everything that they can do to make sure that your child is taken care of. Amazing charities. And I'm proud and completely honored that you guys asked us to be a part of this. It's great.
So while Trev is putting names together, Always Loves Whiskey wants to ask Matt about the text he sent to you.
Oh, let me look at it.
Is his phone behind the fire too?
No, it's out of the way. Hold on.
So just to reiterate how far Matt has come when he talked about last year he was no good. If that in the past, Matt, if he would have sent that text, it would have vibrated the stream because Matt was actually streaming from his phone. I know from experience. I used to text him while he was streaming. You can't do that.
Klein would text me, "What time are you streaming?" in the middle of my live stream, and my camera would shake because it was him texting me from my phone. So this is what I'm trying to look at. This Nick, he's the general manager of the Mid-Atlantic. Wow, if I could talk, Mid-Atlantic region for Bardstown Bourbon Company says. Oh boy, let me just read it before I say it out loud.
Merry Christmas to you, Brazers.
Except Kleiners.
All right, so Trev Wilson, holy crap. Okay. 1,000 to 1,044 for a $5,600 donation.
Wow.
Holy shit. Awesome. You guys are unfucking believable.
Yeah, bravo. That's awesome.
Round of applause. Yeah, round of applause. Oh, come on, guys. Give it up.
Oh, yeah.
That is
almost $1,000.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
So I'm gonna keep this up here so we always have the number here. So let's go round robin. I'm gonna pick the first number. This one will be for. Let's start off with the Michter Sour Mash. So we'll go with that one first. And I'm going to pick the first number at random. Then you guys can follow suit. Pick a number between 1 and 1,044. Good luck, everybody.
Here's a random number, 295.
The first number is 295. 295. Who do you got? Trev Wilson for 295.
You think they probably should put the name and everything for everyone in the chat, right?
Yeah. So Trev, just let us know the name in the chat so we can write it down here. So the Michters will be that one. Good luck to everybody tonight who put in a donation. No, it does not include the super chat, Stanley Wagner. This is only towards the what everyone sent to Trev directly. Winner, chicken dinner is who? Did I miss it?
I don't think so yet.
Trev Wilson, 295 goes to John/Jack Gillett.
The ones that donating.
Oh, yeah. They'll have to tell us. Okay. We'll have to send them.
I'll probably give them to you.
Yeah. All right. Congratulations to Jack Gillett. You win the Michter Sour Mash. Congrats.
Oh, yeah. It's a good bottle.
Yep. All right, so next up, let's give away the Redwood Empire Lost Monarch. Hey, Destination Bourbon, why don't you pick a random number? What do you got?
21.
21. So we're going with 21. What do we got 21 for the Redwood Empire Lost Monarch. Who do we got, Trev?
Hey, Fat Boy Fitness wanted to know, does super chat money sent does not count for the giveaway? Jason said it does, and I know that Trev, I think he added those names into the pot.
Oh, did he? I thought he wasn't doing that. Did he? Okay. So if he did, then yeah, super chat money is in there. Okay.
Let's verify that, but I thought that was what was said.
Trev, did you include the super chats for the giveaway names? Just let us know in the chat if you did or not. Number 21 goes to Dave Lightweiss.
DJ.
Way to go, DJ.
Way to go, DJ. Trev Wilson. Let's see here. Congratulations, Dave. Definitely. All right. Trey Will says I was unable to include super chat payments into the giveaway. Okay, but what I did say is that the super chat payments that I got tonight, I'm gonna throw into the pool of money to go to the charities, and whatever YouTube takes, I'm gonna make up the difference and include that as well. So
what if I'll donate a bottle, Jason, and you do a random number of the super chats, and you'll just have to post it at another time.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, once you get done with the super chats and everything, all you people that super chatted tonight, thank you so much, because Jason is going to donate that. I'll donate a bottle. I don't know of what yet. I'll donate a bottle of Weller 107.
Okay. All right. So after the stream is over, I'll go through the super chats and I'll write down all the names and we'll pick a random number and you could do a 107. That sounds good, man. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. So next up, okay, Maddie Porter. Why don't you pick the next number between 1 and 1,044?
1,041.
1,041. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is for the Noah's Mill. So Trev Wilson, who do we got for 1,041? Hey Porter, any did you get any like winners from your little blind flight you were doing?
I was just checking it. I was literally just checking it. In dead last place because it was way worse than the other ones. Like not even close.
1,041 goes to Stephen Holtzclaw. Congrats, Stephen.
I know that guy. He's a friggin' Stephen Holtzclaw.
Yeah.
What a guy. I mean, I don't know him personally, but he's a patron and a friggin' gentleman.
I know that dude.
I know that guy.
I know him.
Congrats, Steven. You're going to get a Noah's Mill. All right, next up. All right, we're getting some better bottles here, guys. 1972 12 year. That's the next one up. Scott, you're up. Let's pick a number between 1 and 1,044.
313.
313.
Correct.
Holy shit, Dan L.
Dan L. Damn, boy. He is Superman. Great stuff you're doing tonight. Appreciate you. Cheers, buddy. Thank you so much for that. That's going to go right to it's going to right to charity.
Trapezius muscles to his earlobes. That guy.
Dan and Julie are legends. Love them.
So
yeah, Dan and Julie are both just amazing patrons of the Whiskey Tube community.
So going through my flight, there was one that stood out as not good at all, like compared to the rest.
Okay.
And then the second one was, after I tasted back through them, a second one that was not as good as the rest of them. Last place was Old Forester Single Barrel.
Oh,
Really?
It tasted young and like it was just not pleasant at all. I was not happy with it.
Do you get any like nuttiness with yours?
Can I tell you that I was almost gonna say that and then I stopped because I don't get nuttiness from Old Forester much.
Neither do I. That's why it was weird when I tasted it. I'm like, this is weird.
But no, 100%. I tasted. It's glass 4. I tasted it and I looked down at my bottles like this. Because I was like, what the hell is so nutty here?
Yeah.
313 goes to Michael Baker. He's getting the 1792 12-year. Congratulations, man.
That's a good bottle.
Friggin' Baker.
Good win right there.
Yeah, winner, chicken dinner. All right.
So my brain thought that Elijah Craig Barrel Proof must have been the nutty one.
Yeah.
No, it was Old Forester single barrel.
That's weird.
Not great.
I did the same thing too. I looked, I'm like, holy Christ, that's weird. I've never gotten like that nuttiness. Even Dustin said the same thing. I didn't get like nutty butt corn nuts on my single barrel, but I did get
So weird.
I did get that.
we got some Mike Tyson's Punch Out in the background.
There we go.
I remember the secret sauce.
That's right.
In fourth place for my flight was Old Forester 150th batch 2.
Was the winner?
No, fourth place.
Oh, fourth place. Wow. Okay.
That's all I've revealed to myself so far.
Okay. All right. So let's give away another bottle. I'm going to do this giveaway. So this one's going to be for the Midwinter's Night's Dram. Going to give this one away next. I'm going to pick a number here. Let's go with.
Oh shit.
I'm going to go with my grandmother's birthday, which is 8/16.
So crazy. I remember this shit.
So 8/16 for Nona.
Friggin' Nona.
Straganona. So 8/16 for the Midwinter's Night's Dram. Give us the number for that one. Glass Joe is a sucker.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, dude,
Mike's losing the Glass Jill right now.
Oh boy.
I just knocked him down. I just knocked him out twice. You kidding me? Look at his face. He's fucked.
He's 1-99.
Look at
That
this.
one's gonna come against you.
Oh, way to go. Trev Wilson, holy crap. 8/16 goes to Jason Busey.
Nice.
Nice.
Another legend.
Another absolute legend of Whiskey Tube. Congrats,
That's
man. I'm glad my Nona's number went to Jason Busey because he's the man. Awesome. M. Thomas, thanks for the super chat. All right. So next up, we're going to go with the Michter's 10-year single barrel. So Michter's 10-year single barrel is up next. Kleiner, pick a number. What do you got?
777.
Ooh.
777, 777, guys.
Oh, but you didn't bet max bet. Oh, fuck, man. That sucks.
Didn't?
Yeah. Was that a penny slot?
It was.
Petty slot.
Get the fuck out of here. Booyah. Sorry.
777.
Get the fuck out of here.
Mike's a little
I
competitive.
just knocked Glass Joe out. He's Dunsky, so.
Dude, somebody put the code, and I'm gonna. JJ put the code. I'm gonna take a picture of it. We're gonna put it in. You can go find Tyson.
How many cameras are on the back of your phone?
What's that?
How many cameras are on the back of your phone? 16?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Look at that. I won.
Is that the iPhone?
That's the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't
John
remember the
Flanagan. John Flanagan, congratulations. You get the Michter's 10-year single barrel.
Oh, what a great win, man. That's
That
very
is.
cool.
That's awesome.
All right, next up, we have a crowd favorite, the E.H. Taylor single barrel.
Come on, this guy.
That's next. Porter, that's all you, buddy. What's your number?
Yeah.
173.
So? Fucking 3.
173, Trev. 173 gets the E.H. Taylor single barrel. Here we go, baby. Oh, the Colonel. Hey, Hot Buttery Rovers in the house. What's up, Chris? Nice to see you, man. Everyone following
This shit is delicious.
The haystack needle.
Yeah.
All right, don't go back on you're shitting on Redwood Empire. Just stick to
This
your
is
guns.
the only this is the only fucking one that's good at all.
Well, that's because it's a 14-year MGP.
This is 12
Fantastic.
year.
The bull run.
No, it's the haystack needle or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? We got Fred Minnick in the house. How you doing, Fred?
Minnick.
Hey, Fred.
Hey, Fred.
How you doing, Fred? So far tonight for St. Jude and for Wounded Warrior Project. So far, what did we say we had in the pool?
I think $5,600.
$5,600 raised for both. We're going to split that in half to go to each charity. So, congrats.
I would bet with the super chats that I've seen, we're going to be over $6,000.
Oh,
I think so too, for sure. 173 goes to Andrew Buchanan.
The cannon.
The cannon fire. Very cool.
Somebody's got to donate $5. I'm fighting Piston Honda right now.
He won't win.
Wow. Andrew Buchanan. He's holy crap, he said. Yes, buddy. You're getting the E.H. Taylor single barrel. Congrats. Next up, this is going to be the George T. Stag sample pack of 2020, the 2019, and the 2018. My Bourbon Journey. You're up. What's your number?
13, baby.
13.
Yep.
All right, lucky number 13. Number 13, Trev Wilson gets the Stag, the George T. Stag Daddy Tasters Pack.
These guys are such pussies.
Hit start. Super punching.
Super punch.
Yeah, Piston Honda didn't even score a punch on me. So,
He will.
if anybody wants to take bets, I'm 2-0.
Who are you fighting right now?
Piston Honda.
Oh God.
He's easy. Yeah,
Let me know when you're fighting. What's his name? The King Hippo.
King Hippo.
King Hippo, yeah.
I'll see if he can remember the secret for Bald Bull. I bet he does, and he's going to get a train wrecked by Bald Bull.
First off, Piston Honda hasn't even scored a punch on me yet, so yeah. And I've just drank.
13 goes to William Edwards.
Nice.
There you go.
Congrats, William. He's a good buddy of the show, Patreon. He's going to get the Stag Tasters Pack. All right. Now we're getting
Fred.
I should have put this on screen.
That's awesome.
Fred Minnick. Wow.
Thanks.
$105 super chat. Thank you so much, Fred.
Gotta dodge.
Yeah.
Fred is also a veteran, so serving Desert Storm. So thank you for your service.
Thanks, Fred.
Thank you, Fred.
Man.
Yeah, we're going to be going. We'll be going right to. That'll be going right to tonight's causes. So cheers for that.
Yep, super cool.
Yep, very cool.
All right, so next up is, let's see, ADHD Whiskey. We're going to do your bottle. This is the Bardstown Discovery number 4. So I'm going to pick a number. I'm going to go in the, let's see, nobody's done a 400 number yet, right? I'm going to go with 423. Ross Tomazin says quarantine from the family with COVID as of today, so no whiskey for me, just hours of whiskey tube. Cheers and Merry Christmas. Ross, stay safe, buddy.
Yep.
I'm off.
So 423.
Dan.
Dan L.
Yeah, come on, Fred. Oh man.
That's good.
I just feel like I got a Kentucky hug from Piston Honda.
I told you, Mike got knocked out by Piston Honda.
Give me the code to the Tyson.
420.
Some real money.
423 goes to the Scourge of the North Pole, Aaron Blizzard.
Oh, look at
Jason Busey, 107.
We got a flexing competition going on now.
Now Jason Busey, can I play? Of course, Jason's feeling good now. He just won a bottle of Midwinter's Night's Dram.
Yeah, he is. That's good. Awesome, Jason.
All right. So, Aaron Blizzard, you get Bardstown Discovery number 4. Next up will be my Whistle Pig 10-year pick, which is actually a 13-year pick. That is your number, Michael Kleiner's.
So you said 423.
Yep.
So I'm going for the poor person that was one below, and we're gonna go 422.
Nice, 422. Okay.
Unless it's the same person, then I'll pick a different number.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, so this contest is going to cost you a lot of cash. Who cares? It's all good. Can I hear 420? 420. Who do we got? Is it the same person, Trev? Poor Trev is like, oh shit, it's the same guy. Okay, so I have to email this person, but 422 is Arizona chapter of Pandas.
Yeah.
You can't write that shit.
Yeah. Good call, Clyder, right there on that one. You fucking big
Arizona
panda.
chapter of Pandas.
That's what you're gonna be called now. I'm just gonna fucking text like, "What's up, you big fucking panda?"
First of all, I'm the one that's shipping this thing. Who is it going to?
It's going to the Arizona chapter of Pandas.
Oh,
If you ship it to a zoo, that's bad.
Paul Holmes with the panda emojis.
All right, so we have 5 bottles left tonight, guys. We got some pretty awesome bottles here. So the next up are the 2 bottles that are being donated by the Great Lakes Whiskey. Was it Whiskey Society?
Whiskey Club.
Whiskey Club.
Yes.
So the first one will be the Russell's pick.
Yeah.
So why don't you pick the number?
What are we doing here? Between what numbers of what?
Between 1
This is
and
not
1.
about to beat the shit out of me.
Between 1 and 1,044.
25.
Oh, 25. Okay.
It's my hockey number. I know it's low, right? Everyone's like, "Oh,
Whiskey Tornado, late to the party, happy to help contribute to a good cause." Cheers, Whiskey Tornado. Thanks, Lance.
Cheers, Lance. Good to see you, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good to see him up and around again.
Yep. Hope he's feeling better.
All right, so number 25 to the Russell's pick. Who do we got?
Fred, thanks for the comment, man."
Yeah, Great Lakes have great palates. I've tasted their stuff. Great pickers. There you go.
Appreciate that. That's awesome.
25 goes to Doug Peterson.
Oh shoot.
Actually, Fred, I want to know in the chat how your palate's feeling today after tasting about 125 bourbons.
Holy
Yeah, no
moly.
kidding.
I gotta, was your palate pretty burnt out after that, or were you okay?
Oh fuck.
Can I also say something?
Sure.
Fred, how does it feel that this is the world's top whiskey taster?
If you didn't know that was coming, Fred, come on. This was built. This was stewing. There was silence. It was just building like a big friggin' volcano about ready to burst.
I'm so sorry that this is what it came down to. Not an ascot within 70 miles.
Fred Manick said, yeah, it was burnt out. Yeah, so his palate was shot.
It's about as burnt out as Piston Honda was after he just beat the crap out of me.
So now that Piston Honda just beat the shit out of you, what's your next number?
My next number is going to be
for the old elk pick.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna vouch for Gene at Warehouse Liquors. Like that old elk rye pick is literally one of the best ryes that I've had. It is so good. So I'm gonna go for 1,002.
1,002. Good number. 1,002.
I don't know why.
Fred was rooting for the other match.
They asked me to judge, and when I heard you were in, I knew I wasn't worthy to judge.
He wanted the other Matt to win. Unfortunately, he had his wish, but it was the wrong Matt. Unfortunately,
Just making me look like an idiot.
All right, so 1,002 for the old elk. Apparently, a hitter of a rye pick.
I'm telling you, you can laugh at me. It's good.
Trev Wilson,
Hey.
Tim Evans. Wow,
There you go,
Tim. Nice, buddy.
Nice win, Tim.
Nice win, Tim. Congrats. All right, so now this brings us to Scott's Eagle Rare pick. So, Scotty Too Hottie, why don't you pick the next number to see who's going to win your Eagle Rare pick?
Let's go with 999.
Candy shop here, dude.
999er. Tim Evans, congrats, buddy. That's awesome.
I'm going to try this. Cool.
Donald Grants comes in, says, late to the party. Cheers to the 4 of you for doing this and everyone in this community as I work for charity. This time of year is so important for fundraising, and this is unbelievably awesome. Yeah, it definitely is. Thank you so much. Donald Grants, for those of you who don't know, he's got a Yoda picture because I call him the Irish Yoda of whiskey the Yoda of Irish whiskey. Did I just say Irish Yoda?
Yeah, you did.
Irish Yoda. That sounds like a new bottle sticker for a pick.
The Irish.
999 goes to Sharam Yashar. Congrats. Sharam Yashar is writing that name down. All right, we got 2 more bottles left. We have the Michter's Rye Barrel Proof.
Oh,
And then we're going to end the night with the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend.
I wish I was in this for the barrel proof rye because that is such a great bottle.
Yeah, it is. It is good. I only have.
I should grab some of Klein's and start drinking the rest of it.
Yeah, it's right there.
So, like, the whiskey thing is really weird. Like, some people look at whiskey and think that it's a bunch of drunk people. It's a weird stigma when you say that you're a whiskey drinker or that you're a whiskey collector or that you're a whiskey tuber. It's a weird thing to say, especially to people you've known your whole life.
Yeah.
But between tonight and last night, Fred Minnick raised over $3,300 for USO. Like, this community is a fantastic community.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So,
Yeah.
So, Fred, like, seeing you do that last night and then this happening tonight, man, thank you everybody for stepping up and being amazing people. Like, it's a weird thing saying that we're whiskey lovers to the general public, but we know that we are good people, that we stand for like what is right, and it feels good to be a part of this community, and I love it. So everybody out there who's donated tonight, thank you. Everybody who donated last night to Fred Minnick's USO fundraiser, thank you. It's amazing stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't want to
amen to
break
that.
my arm to pat myself on the back, but our people also donated $3,000. We donated to Susan G. Komen a couple of weeks ago. So
Yes,
between
That's good.
those 3 streams, we've donated almost 10 grand, over
Yep.
10 grand.
Yeah.
Deserves
Yeah.
a round
Thank
of
you, Michael.
applause.
Again, it's just a testament to the
It's the
people
people.
in the
Yep.
people in the community. It's just one more indication and one more proof that whiskey brings people together. Whether
Yep.
and it doesn't matter what you like.
Yep.
Whiskey just brings communities together and raises money, as you can see, for unbelievable organizations and people in need. So I'm proud to walk tall and say I'm a whiskey lover.
Amen.
Yeah.
Excellent drinking for excellent causes, guys. Thank you, GLWC. So happy to be part of it, Brooke. Nice.
Oh, Brooke.
Yeah.
What's up, Brooke?
All right. So Michter's Rye Barrel Strength. I'll pick a number for this one. Let's see. I'm going to go with. I'm going to do a 5er. I'm going to go with 523. 523 for the Michter's Barrel Proof Rye. Pretty much personally my favorite rye. I love that stuff. So
I agree.
So
Love it.
Barrel proof rye, the best.
Brian Pulver for the cause, guys. Thanks for doing this. Absolutely, Brian. Thanks you for
Brian.
the donation.
It's about as good as me beating the shit out of Don Flamingo.
Thanks for putting this together, guys. Absolutely, Reggie. Thank you for being a part of it. So 523, who do we got? Trev Wilson, and it goes to Daryl Bryant Bales. Okay. Daryl
Another
Brian
DB.
Bales. All right. Congrats, Daryl. That will be yours, the Michter's. And now we're going to the big one, the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. I don't know. How do we want to pick this last number?
Is there a number on the bottle that Trev knows at all? I could just pick that or whatever.
Yeah. What's the batch number of it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if he knows that. Whiskey Minute Podcast says, Just Cause. Cheers, boys. Absolutely. Kyle McLaughlin, Glasstrow, drinks Blanton's. Oh, my. That's the comment of the night right there. Nailed
That's
it.
a good one.
Nailed it.
That's a good one.
And then remember, after this last bottle, we're going to give away 2 cigar packs from Kleiners.
My batch is 13. My cigar batch is 13. Cigar blend.
Oh, my God. That was amazing. Let's see here. I got it batch 30, so it's going to be number 30. Okay, so Trev Wilson says number 30 is going to go to the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. Perfect. Oh, Kyle, that was fucking funny. Shit. Every time I look at a bottle of Blanton's now, and not only am I gonna think of the Horsey Chasers, but I'm gonna think of Glass Joe.
That's fantastic.
I love it.
DC says minus 25. I love batch 25. Tim Evans, you guys are great. This community is great. Cheers to all.
Cheers, Tim.
Cheers, Tim, and congrats for winning that ride, man. 30 goes to Rory Feely. All right, awesome. So that's all the bottles, guys. We gave away 15 bottles. Thanks for everyone that donated, and everyone that raised money for a great cause. We have 2 more coming in for Kleiners. We're gonna have 2 cigar packs. So Kleiner, I'll let you pick. You want to pick some numbers for these?
Let's let Matt pick them.
Go for it, Matty.
Pick numbers.
Yeah, pick a number for the cigar giveaway.
Since nobody on earth would ever say this number, 667.
I've never even heard of that number before.
It gets so overlooked by the other one before.
Oh, it does.
So 667 for the first cigar pack. Awesome. What do we got?
For the second one, 11.
1.
11.
1-1. So okay.
11's my number. So whatever.
There you go. 11's his number. All right. So Trev, who do we got for 667? I don't know why, but I feel like I picture Trev with like 15 screens in like the Batcave and shit.
It's like being in Vegas right now, just like looking at every screen.
Oh, Stephen Holtzclaw won again.
Wow.
Dude, is he not the luckiest dude in YouTube right now?
All right, that's pretty good.
All right, what about number 11? I hope these guys smoke cigars.
Kleiner, which Alec Bradley are they?
I'm just gonna send some packs of them. Probably Tempest Naturals, Coil, Prensados, some Blind Faiths.
All right,
My faiths are so good.
Yeah, wow. Steven must have donated a lot of coin. So good job. Did they do Bardstown Discovery 4? Yes, Caitlin. Bardstown Discovery 4 went to Aaron Blizzard.
I'll make a note of that too.
Here, Blizzard. Trevor's a 3-inch. Yeah. Reality, Trevor's a 3-inch mini screen and a cat on his feet. Pretty much. That's funny. All right, so just going to say Steven is a freaking legend and he deserves to win twice. Okay. So, Trev, who do we got for number 11 to win the second pack of cigars from Primetime? Wicked Dan says, send me the Tempest cigars.
It's a good stick.
Drop the chalupa. So I don't know if any of you guys caught the Halloween stream that me and Mike and Kleiners did.
Yeah.
And the best fucking line of the night was, I don't know how we got on the topic of talking about Taco Bell. All of a sudden Michael Klein goes, I can't even get Mexican pizza. And then he paused ever so for 5 seconds. And then he just looked up and he said, fucking COVID.
So when I was at Klein's house, it was like last month, maybe 2 months ago, I don't know. But when I live streamed with him, Sean Opperman sent me a text message and he was like, hey dude, if you want to go back to your hotel, I'll come pick you up. I'm on the road. And I said, okay, great. That means nobody has to leave what they're doing. If you want to swing by and pick me up, that's great. So I got up and I started finding my stuff and Klein was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just getting my stuff. Opperman's going to come pick me up and bring me back to the hotel. And he's like, wait, Opperman's going to? I'm like, yeah, he said that he was already on the road and he'll just come pick me up. And Klein goes, why would he be on the road? I'm like, I don't know. He said he was. And Klein goes, I'm sorry, dude. I just wanted to leave so I could get Taco Bell.
Yeah, I'm like, if Matt's here and Carrie's got to take him home, then that means she can run through Taco Bell. We can get Taco Bell. And then Sean showed up and I'm like, doing everything.
I just want you to leave so you can so my wife can bring me Taco Bell.
Yeah, he's like, Carrie can bring you home. And I'm like, Opperman just offered, and that means Carrie doesn't have to leave. He's like, but I want a Taco Bell.
Oh my God.
True story. Right. True story.
So all right, the last winner of the night, guys, went to where did I write it? Oh, there it is. Jeff Weaver wins cigar pack number 2.
Awesome.
So all the winners have been accounted for. I just want to say again, a quick congratulations to everybody that won. A quick congratulations to everybody that was so generous and donated. You guys made this night way exceeded our expectations of what this could have been. Not that I had lost any faith in the whiskey community, but every time we raise money for a good cause, especially around the holidays, you guys just come through more and more. And I couldn't be happier tonight on how this went and what we raised for both St. Jude's Children's Hospital and also the Wounded Warrior Project. Yeah. I want to thank ADHD Whiskey for hanging out with us and gracing us with his magical taste buds. Yes. Scott from My Bourbon Journey. Also want to thank Michael Kleiners and also the Great Lakes Whiskey Club for coming on too and talking with us and donating a couple of great bottles as well to the mix. This was an amazing night, guys. So just wanted to say thanks. If you did win a bottle, get in contact with Trev. He'll contact us with whoever's, to see how we're gonna, work it out and so we can get your prizes to you, and then we'll go from there. But any of you guys want to say anything before we do a sign off here?
No, I guess thanks for Trev for just like getting this whole ball rolling and for the bottles being donated and everything, and you guys for chipping in and hosting this thing. This is what obviously this time of year is all about, being able to do something to give back to people who need it, deserve it, whatever it may be. So thanks for all of that.
Yeah, I just want I'll reiterate what Matt said earlier about the community. It never ceases to amaze me. The people here, the reason that any of us do this is because of you all, and it's an honor to be a part of this, and it's an honor to be around such great guys, and you guys are the best. I love you all, each and every one of you,
and girls. Yes.
And I just want to reiterate what Klein said about what I said about how awesome the community is. No, and by the way, E.H. Taylor won the flight. And then Elijah Craig A120 came in second place. That means Old Forster's brought up the rear, unfortunately, on my flight.
E.H. Taylor single barrel?
E.H. Taylor barrel proof won.
Barrel proof, gotcha.
Yeah.
Linny's Cat. So the match, what about the Weller 107 for those who gave super chats? Tomorrow, once the video's all done, I'll go back. And I think Trev also, I don't know if he kept track, but if he didn't, we're going to watch the video, get all the super chats in as well, get a total to go on top of what we're already going to give to the 2 charities. And we'll pick a winner from that. And, we'll let them know from there who won that bottle. So what can I say, guys? Thanks for coming on. I love you guys. This has been, again, rough year, but it looks like we're finishing off just right, doing this, raising some money. Thanks also to Darrell for offering up all those bottles.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Big thank you to Darrell. Can't thank him enough. Without him, a lot of these bottles would have been available. So if you're watching, Darrell, thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
This is for you. And what can I say? Have a Merry Christmas, everybody. Spend time with your family if you can. If you can't, just stay safe. There's always next year, to celebrate. But if you can't celebrate with your family, then stay home, stay safe. Watch some Whiskey Tube. Hang out with us. We're definitely going to be around for the next few weeks for sure. We're not going anywhere. From here, you can head on over to the Hot Buttery Rolls live stream. He's going to be doing some of his advent calendar. I think he's announcing his Patreon as well. So go check out our buddy Chris over there. And with that, have a Merry Christmas. And as I always say, it's not about the whiskey. It's the people you share it with. And also, the love we share together in the whiskey community. So cheers, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Have a good night, everyone. Merry
Take
Christmas.
care, guys.